what's up guys? It's Edward Munoz from UnleashYourChampion.com. Today's video is called The Main Difference Between Surrendering and Quitting. Well, let's get right to it. Were you ever in a situation, or maybe you are currently in that situation right now, where you feel stuck? I mean, really stuck. There's no traction, there's no movement, there's no money coming into your business, you're not progressing with your health goals. I don't know, whatever the area is, you feel like there is no traction, there's no progress, and as a matter of fact, you feel like you actually are retracting. And that's creating stress, that's creating a headache, and it puts you not in the best emotional space. So how do you move past that, right? Because you're forcing an outcome, you're moving forward, you're possibly taking action, but nothing is happening. Well, one thing you can do is to surrender. Now, I'm not talking about quitting. I'm talking about surrendering. So for example, if you do not know how to prospect, you're not a good prospector, or you're not good at sales, or you're not good at recruiting, or you're not good at X, Y, and Z, instead of beating yourself up about it, I can't do this, this is too hard, this is too difficult, every time I take an action in this direction, I bump into this obstacle, every time I try, to do this, then I run into this obstacle, and nothing I'm doing is actually working. And then you're taking action, but nothing is working, so you're getting more frustrated and more frustrated and more frustrated. And instead of staying in consistent action, now you start to doubt yourself. You get grumpy, you get moody, you get in a bad mood, and all of a sudden now everyone around you starts to receive the impact of your negative mood. That's right. When you're in a bad space, when you're depressed, when you're down, everyone around you, your closest family members and friends, spouse, children, they all get that negative impact. So, how do we bust through that? Well, how you do that is by surrendering. You surrender to those feelings. So let me say a little bit more about that. Basically, surrendering means that you are accepting things as they are and as they are not. You're not trying to change it. You surrender to it and you let it be. So let me say a little more about this, but it's quite a paradigm shift. It's another way to look at things. For example, if you know you are not good at sales, you're new at sales. This is just an example. And you know you're new at sales, or you're in a new industry and things are not working out for you. You're trying, you're hustling, you're out there prospecting, you're generating leads, you're following up, whatever the case may be. And you're not generating new results. Instead of getting more upset, more frustrated, more angry, how about just taking a step back and say, I do not need to know exactly what to do to be successful. And the moment you said that, basically you surrendered to that emotion, to that thought. Now it's not going to dominate you. Does that make sense? So you're not quitting, because the name of this video is what is the main difference between surrendering and quitting. So you're not quitting, but you are surrendering to that thought and to that emotion. Because if you don't surrender to that thought and emotion, then it will dominate you. Hey guys, so let me share with you another example. I remember when I decided to write my first self-help book. So, chose the title, started researching, started coming up with stories, started putting it together. And when I read the first paragraph, I said, who's actually going to read this, Edward? Come on, Edward, who's going to read this crap? No one's going to like this. So you're just wasting your time. Basically, these negative thoughts, and emotions started to dominate me. They crept in and they paralyzed me. And I just stopped taking action for a good 60 days. Luckily, I spoke to a good friend of mine. He empowered me. He said, Edward, no, get back to it. Okay. But basically what I did was I surrendered to those thoughts, whether I knew it or not. And basically I said, that's fine. Okay. Some people may not like it, but I'm still going to write it. It's going to be okay. And you need to do the same. So I do not know what area of your life you need to surrender to. I did not say quit, but surrender to. If you do that, then you will release all of this unnecessary pressure that you are building up. Surrendering is powerful. So surrender to that thought, surrender to that feeling, let it go, then it'll put you in a space of peace and ease, and now you can get back to your most powerful self. You can get back to action, but this time you're in action without judgment, because you choose to let that situation just be. Instead of letting that situation dominate you, you chose to let it be. And when you choose to let something just be without adding to it, without forcing it, without changing it, in its due time, you will see the outcome of what it is that you're after. It might not happen that very moment, but trust me, you'll attract it a lot faster. So now let's talk about quitting. Did you know that most people quit hundreds of times before they actually accomplish something? You see, I know there's times in my life where I actually quit in my mind, even though I'm still in action, but I'm coming from this space. And if that's you, this ain't gonna work. This is too hard. What am I doing here? Basically, what you just said to yourself is, hey, I'm a quitter. I quit. So cut it out. That's why I talked about surrendering in the moment. Surrender to whatever it is that is not working out. Okay? Because when you surrender, then that allows you to not quit up here. Hey guys, so let me get raw and real with you right now, okay? So all men are created equal. The only difference is that the champions work really hard in the preseason. In the preseason of your life, are you grinding when no one is looking? Behind the scenes, are you doing what you got to do? Are you doing the research? Are you making the phone calls? Are you getting yourself ready? Are you doing what you got to do so you can show up to be the best version of yourself? Most people go to work and they give 70%, 60%, 50%. Hello, you ain't getting nowhere if you're just at 50%, 60%, 70% work effort. You have to go above the quality. You have to hit it 200% grind all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. When you're in action, consistently grind, that little negative voice is not there to remind you, hey guys, let's quit. No. I want to see you in beast mode. When you're in beast mode, you're focused and you're not looking right, you're not looking left, you're not looking up, you're not looking down, you're just looking forward. I need you on beast mode. Are you hearing me? I need you on beast mode. Consistent action again and again and again and again. And don't focus on the money. Come on, man. Do not focus on the money, because if you just focus on the money, then you will eventually quit, because money is not the biggest motivator. They've done thousands of research, and if they found out that money will never be the number one motivator for people who accomplish major wealth. If you want to accomplish a little bit of money, then yeah, focus on the money. You need to focus on your mission. Be inspired by what you're doing. Be focused by the vision that you created. Be inspired by helping people. You see, when your focus is on helping people, when your focus is on the mission, when your focus is on the vision, trust me, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of money. And when you're making money as a result of you helping people, as a result of you, following your vision and your mission, then trust me, when that money comes in, it's not going to deter you, it's not going to change you, because you were taking action for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. And when you take action for the right reasons, trust me, you won't quit. But when you take action for the wrong reasons, for example, one of them is placing your attention only on money, then trust me, you will quit. Eventually you get tired of it, because money is not that big of a motivator. When your wife tells you, hey, stop doing what you're doing, we don't have money to pay the bills. Or when the bank shows up and to foreclose your home, money's not going to be a big motivator in that moment. What's going to be a big motivator is getting your family out of that situation. So trust me, if you take your mindset off the money that you need to make to succeed, and you place it on the more important things in life, family, your mission, your vision, and all those things out there that have real purpose, that have real meaning, that will inspire you to stick it out and not quit when the tough gets going. So I need you to step into beast mode and focus on your mission, your vision, and why you're doing what you're doing. If you focus on this, you can start seeing different results. So that message was for you. Hopefully it resonated. And if it did, please share this video on Facebook, YouTube, and any of your other social media channels. Bye for now. Yeah.